Over 8,500 houses, my friends, just got wiped off the face of the earth, basically. G'day, my friends. It's a beautiful day here, South Island, New Zealand. I'm in the seaside town of Brighton, just out of central Christchurch, and it's a beautiful day today. It's certainly different than what it was 12 or 13 years ago. At 12:51, 22nd of February 2011, all hell broke loose around here. A magnitude 6.1 earthquake struck, and the whole place was basically rocked to its knees. What I'm going to do today, guys, is I'm going to show you that we've still got major devastation in Christchurch City here. People forget about the east side of town, but I'm going to show you what's left of the east after the huge earthquakes. So this is where we are, my friends. We've made it down to the roundabout, about a 3-minute walk from the pier. As you can see there, we've got the mall, so we've just walked past the mall. What we need to do is just walk around this roundabout here and just cross the bridge here. Now the river here is the main divide, basically. So we are basically, I would say 3 minutes walk from the pier, guys. That would be it. Corner of Owls Terrace and Pages Road. Now if we just come along here, guys, you can see if you look over that way, guys, there's a whole lot of wasteland over there. Well, it's not really wasteland. That used to be houses, sections, people's lives over there. We have a look over that direction there, exactly the same. Used to be people's lives, people's houses. Now we are probably, maybe 8 or 9 kilometres out of the central business district. Wairoa Street, let's have a look down here. Road closed. See, we can't actually drive in here, guys, so what I'm going to do is walk around and you'll actually see, you might not believe me, but you'll actually realise that these were neighbourhoods. It just looks like scrubland. Now it was pretty bad along here, guys. I remember it as if it was yesterday. There was liquefaction, there was dirt, there was holes, there was craters in the road. There were actually, guys, helicopters landing in here with food parcels and other bits and pieces. You won't believe it, but it's true, I'm telling you. And these suburbs just seem to have been abandoned and forgotten about. Orari Street. Now people used to live here. Look at this. We've still got the power lines, guys. Power lines, a road to nowhere. Here we go, another street here. She's a pretty sad set of affairs, my friends. Alright, so remember, guys, if you like my videos, to subscribe. If you like what I'm doing and showing you about New Zealand and that sort of thing. My videos are not always depressing, I just like to tell it how it is. And I'd also like to thank the people who have brought me a coffee, have sponsored the channel. Thanks a lot, guys, you know who you are. Here we go, more power lines. Look, nothing. Absolutely nothing here. Look, we have more, just acres and acres. See this here, guys? Look, there's the old footpath. Kids used to ride their bikes down, go to the shop. That doesn't exist anymore. Go and get their lollies, go and have a swim in Brighton, just over there. As far as I can see, this was a really popular beach suburb. Now it's just wasteland. You can imagine it on the day, can't you? Wow, bloody terrible. Look, we've still got the poles up here, guys, and they're going absolutely nowhere. It's just crazy. I actually wonder why they haven't even brought the poles down, doesn't it? Look at that, it's just desolate. Once again over there, we've got another street around here, guys. Now this is only a little portion of the red zone in Christchurch. This is only a little incy bit. 8,000 houses were just wiped off the map, basically. Crazy, absolutely crazy. Down there, guys, look, power poles going absolutely nowhere. We've got a big power box here. That was one of the neighbourhood's transformers. But look at it, crazy. Looks like some sort of ghost town. People were stuck in their houses here, my friends, for bloody days. It's absolutely unbelievable. We're so close to the city and yet it was so isolated. Absolutely unbelievable. Like I said before, we had helicopters flying over, dropping food, all sorts of stuff. Absolutely incredible. And they were also dropping off portable toilets because none of the sewage worked. There was sewage like knee deep along some of these roads. Absolutely crazy. Now I've been walking for 5-6 minutes, guys, and we're still getting street after street after street. Got another street up this direction, my friends. You know, there were thousands of houses in here. I keep saying it, it's so amazing. Look, I've got another big street up here. Let's go up here and have a look, guys. Got another big power box up the end there for the subdivision that isn't here anymore. Got street lamps that aren't here anymore, guys. Just nothing. We got broken off power poles. Scary, scary, scary stuff. So we've got a bird finding a new home on a broken off power pole there. Why not? Here we go here. We look to the left. We look to the right. There's nothing here. Here's some old telecommunications that used to be out the front of a house. The house would have been in here, if you can imagine it, with all the other houses lined up along the street. This would have been some kid's playground. Not anymore. Now if you have a look at the end of the road here, my friends, you see this was a nice little cul-de-sac. Well, it used to be. Goes right round in a circle, comes back out again. And of course we had houses on each side. There was a house in here. You can see just from the guttering where the houses were. And we had a house in here. See the gutter goes down. In fact, I'd say we had 4 or 5, 6 houses in here. You can still see the utility boxes there. In fact, I'd say this would have been a lot of back sections. And then we come around a bit further. Once again, we have another entrance here, which will be another several houses down the back here. And as you can still see the utility boxes there. Crazy, eh? And if we have a look a bit further here, guys, we'll probably be able to find the footpath. Here we go, guys. There's the old footpath that ran right in front of the houses. Here we go. Here there used to be an alleyway where you'd get your bike and you'd drive in between these bars, and then you'd go in between all the houses either side there, and you'd ride right in between the two houses, go up the back and get what you needed from the shops and come back again. Save you going all the way around. But wow, now look at it. There's not even any shops here. Quite amazing how the footpaths are still here after 12, 13 years and no maintenance. I don't think they're going to be here for much longer. They're starting to break up a little bit. Once again, we've got another big cul-de-sac down here, my friends. All houses used to be all the way around here. All the way around, right round, go right round. If you have a look over there, there's another acres of red zone. It's just never ending, absolutely never ending. Over 8,500 houses, my friends, just got wiped off the face of the earth, basically, in a matter of, you know, well, it wasn't instantly, but you couldn't live in them anymore. Like I said before, they had no sewage, they had no power, they had no water, they had nothing. And some of these people in the suburbs around here, they didn't have power and water for weeks and weeks and weeks. They were basically living in tents or caravans wherever they could park them. Absolutely crazy. So if we have a ferret around, guys, look, we've got some paving stones there if someone's garden or barbecue. You never know what you might find around here. Once again, all these trees would have been in somebody's backyard, someone's pride and joy. They would have spent weekends looking after all these trees, but not now. And it just keeps on going, my friends. Going and going and going and going. Street after street after street. So my friends, hope that gives you a little bit more understanding about how far the rebuilds come in Christchurch. Now don't get me wrong, if you're in the central city, it's really good and it's really modern. But if you're out here, just take a look around you guys. All in all, in the 2011 earthquake, 185 people lost their lives, thousands got injured. There are over 8,000 properties brought by the government and demolished because you just couldn't fix them. There was nothing you could do with them. 2 days after the earthquake, they declared a national emergency and they cordoned off the central business district. Mind you, it was bad enough around here. You just couldn't get around here. It was absolutely incredible. You had to be here to see it. It was absolutely incredible. But anyway, and some of the business district wasn't opened up until 2013. So crazy, crazy, crazy times here in New Zealand. Crazy times. 75% of the electricity got restored within 3 days, but it took months and months and sometimes even years to get the sewage, the water and all the other services back. Look, we got some ducks here, guys. This is the ducks' new home. Hee-hee. And why not, my friends? No one else is going to be living here in any time soon. Anyway, guys, if you like my videos, remember to like and subscribe. Drop me a comment in the comments below. If you'd like to support me and my channel, you could always buy me a coffee. That's always very much appreciated, and the links are in the description below as well. Anyway, guys, I'll put another couple of links to another couple of videos up the top there. Something happier for you to watch, and we'll see you next time, eh? Bye.